Today, I've downloaded a roster filled with all-time players for all 32 NFL teams. And I'll be putting all 32 teams into one franchise to see who walks away as the Super Bowl champion. Some of the best offensive players returning are players like Tom Brady, Jerry Rice of the San Francisco 49ers, and Jim Brown from the Cleveland Browns. On defense, players like primetime Deion Sanders return, and maybe the greatest defensive player of all time, Lawrence Taylor. And as we take a look at some of the best players that are going to be in this all-time roster build, it is important to note that there will be current players as well, because the entire Legends roster will not fill up an entire NFL team, and not every team is going to have a lot of legends. Some teams might only have 2, 3, 4 legends. It's really based off of the roster that I downloaded for this video. And some of the best teams in the game will be a team like the San Francisco 49ers that are absolutely stacked. The Dallas Cowboys have had a ton of Hall of Famers and legends in their franchise history, so obviously they're going to have a great team. And some of the weaker rosters in this all-time franchise are going to be a team like the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Houston Texans haven't been around for too long, but they do have some really good players on this team. And the first game we're going to jump into here is the return of Tom Brady to the NFL. The GOAT is back. He's only been out of the league for an off season. He just retired last year, but they bring him back, and he's actually handing the ball off to Ramondre Stevenson. And I do not adjust these rosters whatsoever. I just downloaded this roster, put it into these games. So if these coaches want to use some of their current players over all-time players, that is entirely their decision. But you see a guy like Rob Gronkowski out there, obviously Tom Brady, and then on the Eagles, you're going to see some Hall of Famers on the defensive side of the ball and on offense as well. But Tom Brady, 3rd and 8, is he going to go 3 and out? His first drive back in the league? Brady, he's got a man. It was Wes Welker, and he dropped it. A pretty bad first drive for Tom Brady in his return to Foxborough for the New England Patriots. But he does have a 28-6 lead over the Philadelphia Eagles, and Tom Brady going to get his first win of the season. And we're going to jump into one more game before we skip halfway into the season to see how the league is shaking up with these all-time rosters, and that's the Chicago Bears, one of the worst teams in the NFL right now, but they're going to add Walter Payton on offense. And then you're going to have the historic defense for the Chicago Bears filled with Hall of Famers and legends. So this Bears team should be much better, but it's actually Devin White who's going to take down Justin Fields, who's still starting for the Bears. The Bears have had a lot of great players in their franchise history, but at quarterback, not really a lot of them. Justin Fields is in contention with what? Jay Cutler for the best quarterback in Bears history? But let's give Fields one more try here. If you can't get it done with Walter Payton, I believe Brandon Marshall's on the team. Mike Ditka is on the team as well. I don't know what to tell you, Justin. But that was a 15-yard pickup for Walter Payton. Use the run game. Let's not get crazy here. You know what to do. Get it done. And there's going to be a touch pass right there. Is that Darnell Mooney? Let's see if Fields wants to go to one of his Hall of Famers here on a 3rd and 7. You got to get it done, Justin. He goes to Payton. Walter Payton can't get the first, but maybe they go for it. If not, let's get to the end of the game. And it looks like they'll punt, but it could be a fake. It's not a fake. Let's skip to midseason and see who's leading in all the NFL categories. And halfway through the season, it's the Indianapolis Colts with Peyton Manning 7-0, Raiders 6-1, Patriots 5-2, and Steelers behind them at 4-2. Then in the NFC, it's the Dallas Cowboys at 6-0, Lions at 5-2, 49ers 5-2, and the Vikings at 5-2. Leading the league in passing is Sammy Baugh of the Washington Commanders, Brady behind him, Kyler Murray for the Arizona Cardinals, Mahomes and Drew Brees round out the top 5. And leading the league in receiving is Marvin Harrison with Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, and Larry Fitzgerald rounding out the top 5. And the sack leaders through 7 weeks is Richard Seymour of the New England Patriots, 9.5, Deacon Jones with 9, Bruce Smith, 8.5, DeMarcus Lawrence with all of these Hall of Famers and legends, 4th with 8.5, and you have Bob Lilly with 8. At the end of the year, the Colts lead the AFC, the Broncos at 12-5, Bengals, Chiefs, Steelers, Raiders, and the Patriots barely get into the playoffs at 10-7. And in the NFC, it's the 49ers as the 1 seed, the Panthers, Vikings, Lions, Commanders, Eagles, and the Cowboys barely get in after starting 6-0. Leading the league in passing with all of these Hall of Famers and legends is Patrick Mahomes with 4,613 yards, 37 touchdowns, 7 picks. Burrow in second, Roger Staubach, Drew Brees, and Tom Brady round out the top 5. The leading rusher this season is Frank Gore from the San Francisco 49ers, almost 2,000 yards rushing, 15 touchdowns. Eric Dickerson Harrison, Jim Brown, Walter Payton, and Bo Jackson behind them. And leading the league in receiving, another current player, JAMARR Chase, 1,637 yards, 8 touchdowns. Steve Smith Sr., almost 1,600. Cooper Kupp, Steve Largent, and Tony Gonzalez round out the top 5. Leading the league in sacks is Deacon Jones with 19, Bob Lilly with 18, Ted Hendricks with 17, Julius Peppers 16.5, and DeMarcus Lawrence with 16. And the MVP of the all-time franchise league is Peyton Manning. And here is your playoff bracket headed to the all-time Super Bowl. And we're going to be jumping into one game per matchup. Let's jump over to Foxborough for all-time Patriots versus Chiefs. And we got a snow game for Patrick Mahomes and prime Tom Brady. We never got to see prime Brady versus prime Mahomes, but we're going to see it in this game. And who was that? Priest Holmes for a 15-yard pickup. So Mahomes is going to have Priest Holmes and Jamal Charles in the backfield. He's going to have Kelsey and Tony Gonzalez, and Tyreek Hill is back. This team is absolutely loaded. Where is Mahomes going to go now? Mahomes going deep. He's got Tony Gonzalez, but he just missed him. It's a bit interesting, too. I feel like Tony Gonzalez is the tight end 1, with him being 5th in the league in receiving yards, despite Kelsey, I believe, being 1 overall higher in this game. Patriots' all-time defense is filled with great players as well. So who's going to win this battle? Is that Kadarius Toney? Kadarius Toney made his way onto this team somehow, and he's at the 9. Mahomes going to go empty. You got Priest Holmes, Tony G, Tyreek and Kelsey out there. He's going to Tyreek Hill, and there's a touchdown for the all-time Chiefs. Was there any doubt that Mahomes was going to score a touchdown? And now Brady gets a chance to respond. It's still Ramondre Stevenson with a nice run, running it for the all-time Patriots. So the Patriots offense is also loaded. The Chiefs defense has a lot of great players too. This is one heck of a matchup we are watching, and Ramondre Stevenson is picking up yards for this Patriots offense. And right after that Chiefs touchdown, how could Tom Brady not make it inside the red zone himself? What's he going to do? Ramondre Stevenson, what a pancake block. Now 3rd and 5 for Brady in the snow here. He's going to motion in Wes Welker. He's got Edelman and Gronk out there too. Brady looking for Welker, and he missed him. And I'm simulating this game, and the Kansas City Chiefs are dominating the all-time New England Patriots. It's 49-6. Goodbye, Tom Brady. Mahomes moves on. Moving to the divisional round, let's check out the 49ers versus the Lions. The Detroit Lions were a sleeper team in this all-time franchise league, because not only are they going to have maybe the best running back ever in Barry Sanders, Goff can throw it to one of the best wide receivers ever in Megatron Calvin Johnson as he drops it. We have Jared Goff instead of Matthew Stafford on this team. So they went with the current QB, and Barry Sanders. Was that Barry? Who just got popped by Fred Warner and dropped the pass. So instead, now we get to see Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, Frank Gore, Terrell Owens, and this loaded 49ers team on both offense and defense, and Montana misses Debo. And the 49ers could go 3-and-out too, just like the Lions, but there's a screen to Frank Gore, and Gore will pick up the first. He stiff arms a man, and he keeps on going. Here we go. Joe Montana to Frank Gore, and Frank Gore, he breaks a tackle. Frank Gore keeps on going for 9. Montana has the best collection of pass catchers to ever grace a football field, but every play is going to Frank Gore. Finally, Montana to throw. Montana, he's got George Kittle. You got T.O. and Jerry Rice, bottom of your screen here. Back to Frank Gore, though we go, and Frank Gore picks up 8. So Montana over the middle, Jerry Rice. Just like all those times in the 80s. And now let's get to the end of this game. Who's coming out with the win? Lions get their first touchdown, a much closer game than Chiefs-Patriots. It's 14-14, 21-14. 49ers get a 2-point lead or 2-score lead. Lions, though, chance to tie it here late in the game in the 4th quarter. It's 2nd and inches. And you try to get it to Barry Sanders. And he's got the first. And it's 1st and goal now for Goff and the Lions. Is Barry Sanders going to get it? Megatron going to get it? Who's going to get the ball? It's Barry. And he'll walk in for the touchdown. And now we see what happens here. 49ers get a touchdown. Here we go. Lions once again chance to tie it for overtime. But it's 3rd and 8, and it's 4-down territory for Goff. Who's he going to look for here? He's got Laporta! Sam Laporta into the 10-yard line. Or inside the 10-yard line, rather. Here we go. First and goal from the 6. You got plenty of time. You can give it to Barry. That's what they'll do. And Barry Sanders shoves off 2 tacklers, and he's in. We've got ourselves a historic football game in the postseason divisional round. 49ers have the ball at their own 39-yard line. They need, I would say, about 20 yards or so to be in field goal range. Montana. Does he have ice in the veins? He hits T.O. Terrell Owens. He shoves off a tackle and he's at the 50. I'm not sure why they're going to do this, but the 49ers, CPU, Madden logic, are going to try for the field goal here with 20 seconds on the clock. And it is good. But kicking it with 20 seconds left does give the Lions a chance for a big play. You never know if Megatron's going to make a big play right here. A timeout and a tying field goal. Goff, instead, though, going to go to Barry. They got to call the timeout. And this is the game right here. Now you need the touchdown. Now it doesn't matter. Goff, you're looking for Megatron or what? How have you not gone his way yet? Goff, loading up towards Megatron. And it's broken up. Actually went for Jamison Williams. And the 49ers move on. And 4 teams remain. And we are jumping into the AFC Championship game. It's Roethlisberger versus Manning. AB is on the field. He's back. Jerome Bettis, Le'Veon Bell could be in the backfield. And that's going to be Deontay Johnson. They're also going to have Hines Ward on this team with AB. Jerome Bettis or Le'Veon Bell, I think, is lined out wider. I think that was Jerome Bettis. And I think he just went towards Antonio Brown. And Roethlisberger and the Steelers are going to go 3 and out. And now it's sheriff time with Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne. I believe Eric Dickerson in the backfield. And Manning gonna run this ball in a read option. When have you ever seen this? And Manning gets the first. All right, Manning handoff to Dickerson, and Dickerson picking up big yardage for 14. Can Manning keep this drive going? Will he go to Reggie Wayne or Marvin Harrison? Manning, where is he going? He's got so much time against the Steelers defense. And he hits his man up to the 23. All right, Manning. At the 21-yard line, you got Marvin Harrison to the 15. The Steelers defense. Oh, they went for it. The Colts went for it on 4th and 2. I thought for sure they'd kick 3. I jumped out of the sim for a second. And the Steelers now are down 14-0, but they are 2nd and goal. They need the touchdown here. Ben's got to find a way to get this team in the end zone. Jerome Bettis in the backfield. Looks like they want to run. They will. Bettis swallowed up for no gain. 3rd and goal now. Then he's got his man. It's Hines Ward, and it's a 7-point game. Got a 7-point game. Colts, though, make it a 10-point game. Steelers get 3, or they get a touchdown to make it a 3-point game. And now this is a big drive for the Colts. A first down or 2 would end it. Let's see if they get this first down here. They do. Steelers have 2 more timeouts. A first down here, the game is over. If they're able to stop them, they will get the ball back with, I would say, about 4. Oh, it's done. Eric Dickerson. We don't even have to worry about it. Colts go to the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl is both #1 seeds, Colts versus 49ers. All right, Peyton, you get the ball first in the Super Bowl against the 49ers, and you're going to go. And now Manning going to give it to Dickerson, and Dickerson going to get the first down and more. Now 2nd and 10. Manning has time. The offensive line protecting him. Great. And it's Raymond Berry who almost catches it. He did catch it, but I guess barely out of bounds. I thought he had it. I thought that was a touchdown, but it's not. So now 3rd and 10. Protection once again holding up very nicely. Manning's got all day. And he almost had Edger and James for the touchdown. Montana gonna go to T.O. T.O. gonna pick up about 8. Montana now gonna give the ball. Is that Elijah Mitchell? Where'd Frank Gore go? Elijah Mitchell is going to get the carries. Frank Gore out there now. You got T.O. You got Jerry Rice, Debo, George Kittle out there. Who's getting this football? Offensive line for the 49ers holding up well, and Debo way downfield, tripped up inside the 10 at the 6. And now Montana and the 49ers inside the 6-yard line. Kittle was open. He doesn't go his way. He goes to Terrell Owens, and T.O. has a 49ers touchdown. Looks like this will be a good Super Bowl. Manning now, he gets the touchdown. It's 10-7 Colts. 49ers answer back. Here come the Colts. They're 4th and 5. I imagine they will take 3. They will. It's 14-13, 21-13, 21-20. Colts for the lead. They get it, and the 2-point conversion. 49ers They turn the ball over. Looks like the Colts are at the 15-yard line of the 49ers with a chance to take a 2-score lead. Manning's got Wayne and Harrison out there. Dallas, Clark, and Dickerson as well. Who's getting the football? Or is he going to take 3? Manning steps up and delivers a pass. It's Dallas Clark for the touchdown. But there is still plenty of time in this game. But the 49ers do not get a touchdown right away, but the Colts do. And that's going to do it. The Indianapolis Colts win the all-time franchise Super Bowl. For the Indianapolis Colts and Peyton Manning in a dominant season and a dominant postseason. And the Indianapolis Colts are Super Bowl champions. Super Bowl MVP goes to Peyton Manning and NFL MVP. Steve Smith Sr. gets Offensive Player of the Year. Deacon Jones gets Defensive Player of the Year. That's going to do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and make sure to go check out my other channels, which are in the description down below. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.